I'm Pastor Tommy Clark. I'm the senior pastor here at West Nashville Cumberland Presbyterian Church. I've been the pastor here for a little over 3 years. West Nashville Church is a vibrant church. We've got some good ministries. One of the main ministries that I focus on is the Urban Bicycle Food Ministry. While I was living in Memphis and I was attending seminary school, I had some opportunities to work with some homeless ministries, and I started to develop relationships with people on the streets, people affected by homelessness, and got to know them and became very passionate about working with that community and serving that community, and some of those people became my friends. Well, that aside, for many years, for over 20 years now, I've been a cyclist, a competitive cyclist. After my third year in seminary, after taking a class that was titled Revitalizing the Church, we looked into using the things that we love to do ministry. I decided that I was going to make some food and actually made I think 15 bean burritos. And put them in a backpack, got on my bike, started riding around, and when I saw someone I thought might want one, I stopped and asked their name, asked if they wanted a burrito, gave it to them, and I gave out all my burritos. And when I got back home, I had the most spiritual moment of my life. I decided that this was something I was going to do. The people were so receptive. It was such a moving moment in my life, and it inspired me to want to do this. Regardless of where I am in my life, I want to do this. The next day I went to work and I told my friends there what I had done, and they said, "We want to do it with you." So the following Wednesday, I think it was 4 or 5 friends came, and we made twice as many burritos, and we went and delivered them, and they had kind of a similar spiritual moment that I had the week before. They went and told people about it, and it just started to get bigger and bigger, and every Wednesday night we started doing this. And after doing that a couple of years, I'd graduated from seminary. By that time, I had a call to move back to Middle Tennessee. 2016, I was missing that part of my life. I was pastoring a rural church in Columbia, Tennessee. And I decided that I wanted to get back into urban ministry. So me and a friend of mine, every Monday night, we'd make food at my house and we'd take it to Nashville, ride around on bikes and deliver it. And that has become a bigger thing now. More people have gotten involved. It alone is a nonprofit organization, and we do fundraisers and we go to events and set up tents and stuff. And we have volunteers come in of all ages, and it's just become a major part of my life. We meet twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, and we distribute hundreds of meals and supplies to people who are affected by homelessness in the downtown Nashville area. We meet here and we prepare food and gather supplies. We transport it to a parking lot in downtown Nashville, and we get on bicycles and we deliver food and supplies to people that are in need. I completed my doctorate in ministry in 2019, and upon completing that, I felt like I had gained some knowledge and tools that I could bring to a larger church. So I started seeking opportunities here in Nashville, and I found West Nashville Cumberland Presbyterian Church, and they were looking for a pastor. And after coming to know some of the people at the church and the leaders of the church, and talking to them about combining the Urban Bicycle Food Ministry with West Nashville Cumberland Presbyterian Church, I was inspired to apply for this job. I've been gardening basically my whole life. My mom and dad have always had a large garden. I grew up on a farm, and it was something I've always loved to do. And when I came in and started the job here as the senior pastor, this is more of a suburb, and there's not a garden here, so I asked the church if I could start a community garden And with the produce that we pick from the garden, I could use that with the Urban Bicycle Food Ministry, and also just allow people in the community to come in and take what they need from the community garden. And I've been blessed coming into West Nashville Cumberland Presbyterian Church because they have embraced that ministry. The members here volunteer to help prepare food. They help me gather supplies, and they participate in it. That's just one of the many reasons why I love this church and I love being here. I came here at the end of 2020, which was the pandemic was still going on. So they were looking for somebody that could bring something new and refreshing to the table. I wanted to try and to experiment and to see what I could do to revitalize this faith community. We're seeing growth, and I think we're seeing people that we haven't seen before, and we're seeing some faces that were coming here that are coming back. That gives me hope, and that makes me excited to see the growth in this church and to see people want to be part of this faith community. Again, I believe that a church should be an extension of your family. It's the people that hold you up when you're down, that celebrate when you have a time of celebration, that rejoice when there's time to rejoice, and to worship God together. I feel like this is a great place for that. I feel like this is a faith community that acts as a family. And I think that the love of Christ is in this church, and it's like the mortar that holds us all together. So that's why I'm here, and I'm excited to see what will happen in the near future in this church. If you're looking for a church and you want a place where you can be involved, there's a lot of opportunities here. This church is very welcoming. Everybody is invited to be part of this church. We don't turn anybody away. We are all unique, and we all have different strengths, and we're all created differently, and that everybody's unique gifts gives us the opportunity to lead in different ways. If you want to come into a church and you have ideas which you believe a church can benefit from, we want your uniqueness to be part of our church too.